Sad music for poor Persia right now. I hope I don't have to push into any of these. I don't want to fight any actual guys that can fight back right now. I just want to stroll on in, a modern day hero, and claim it all. Okay, it's just the truck. This is feeling pretty cowboys versus Indians here, but they're about to die. And boy, are they about to die. It's a whole new level of satisfaction. I do love this game. I guess I just need this stuff now, and I'll be having it. Although surprisingly, wait, no, there's no way they can hold off with that. It's like an anti-piece of unit. Away you go. As we say where I'm from, on your bike. It feels good. I'll admit, when I sat down to play this game 5 hours and 57 minutes ago, I was thinking this is going to go badly. I'm going to fight like 2 wars here and lose, because I had forgotten a lot of how to play this game. But no, everything is just aligned for Mongolia. Truly, horses are all we need. Excuse me, it's wearing on a bit. But that won't deter us. We need to keep crushing these tiny nations that can barely fight back in an effort to make ourselves feel better. Alright, one of these and they're toast. Crush them, lads. Oh, we already are. That worked out very nicely. I think we had just the right number of provinces to take there. But as I said, luck always has my back. Okay, I'm going to need some piercing, given that's all we're going to have against tanks and such later on. Not a whole lot else. There we go. Damn. I need a province. Well, looks like this guy is nicely volunteering. All part of my plan to make this guy know what to do. Seeking a joint victory against the German Reich looks as inevitable. The United Kingdom and Soviet Union are looking to secure the future stability in Europe. Winston Churchill, Joseph Stalin, and leaders of other countries participating in the war effort have met to agree in the fate of the German Reich. Carve them up. I mean, come on. How about we give the Allies get Italy and the Comintern get Germany? That's only fair, right? You're not trucking away, but let's move in here just in case we do need yet another province on top of this. We'll find out in almost 2 days. Maybe not. Maybe Iran is not long for this world. Farewell. Oh, a ton of equipment as well. All connected, only barely, but we are connected. Iraq's going to go down, and I'd like to think the same for Saudi Arabia. Not that Saudi Arabia has much for us. I mean, I really need that 42 population. I don't know, maybe I should start thinking about Japan. Then again, I'd want the Soviet Union not to be busy dealing with wars over here. So they'll finish smoking the Germans, who are still a ways away from capitulating. Maybe I could join in now and get something out of that war, but that would probably bring in you-know-who to you-know-what my face. Whereas if I fought Japan alone, oh, that would be mighty. Alright, how are we looking on that? Iraq. Ah, we have the PP, we might as well get just fine here. We do love Naj. Okay, so I am really a fan of the Prussian ponies because it doesn't drink my manpower, because my manpower tends to blow, and the Himalayan Empire's manpower is still looking fine. So what I'm saying is, line up, guys. We're hunting Iraqis. So staggered here. I feel like almost all of you could end up in here. And what we would do is just actually get rid of some of these to bring us down to the limit. It's a bit of a shame that they're all trained and such, but what can you do? Or I could just split them off and have them hang around over here. Yeah, you know, might just do that. Took too many. Pinkie Pie, get back in there. The rest of you, just force march your way, I don't know, back home, just in case we get utterly ravaged out of nowhere. I don't want to repeat of El Salvador anytime soon. That was despair-inducing, truly. Alright. I'll take it. I'll also take excess of military factories, which means I can finally get extra research slots. We're looking okay on our motorized ponies. I want more. I'm always wanting more. Heck, I want more of everything. Very acceptable. Gonna try to leave one slot in many places because I will want to... Oh, I can build in my subjects. That's not happening. I will want some nuclear reactors here, there, and probably everywhere. Besides, infrastructure auto repairs, so that can just sod off right to the bottom. Glorious. Papa, I need more steel. Thanks. I mean, what civilian goods does new Mongol Empire have to offer that the Soviet Union could really want? Maybe I don't want to know. You guys line up there. You guys... What exactly? I don't really know. Get over to Tabriz, I'll think about what to do with you later. And then we have you wild carders heading back. It's A-okay. I got all this experience, it would be really nice to upgrade the Prussian ponies. However... it would drink so much manpower that I'm certain you don't have for me. But what if I made another one that was like super Prussian ponies and it was just you guys that were doing it? Yes, I kind of like that idea. So we call you the super Prussian ponies. Oh, I'd have to duplicate you for that. Okay. And let's add this up. because a combat width of 20 is extremely nice. I'd like to add more, but I can't give you either of these. I'm not allowed to. Grand. And then what I do is I take you guys and I say you are now all the Super Prussian ponies. We'll use 12,000 manpower. Oh wait, that uses our 12,000 manpower, right? I wonder how much manpower of theirs it uses. Ooh, probably 10 times that, 120. Well, wouldn't you know it? They have enough of that. Pleasure doing business with you. They probably have that. So let's watch that Himalayan manpower droop right down. Little nod to the super elites, eh, Jake? Were the super elites 20 or 25 ponies? Well, they were horses back then. Okay, you guys are also going to need to train because there is no point in having such green super elites. You guys actually should also benefit from some training. I don't know where you're going or why, but get on with it. And you guys are all looking fine, but you are my raw manpower. Oh boy, having puppets and using their manpower, so good. So damn good. Also, I had them there this whole time? I thought I took you out. Well, actually I am 120% certain I had moved these guys, but what do I know? At least they'll be there for carpeting Iraq. And we have a plane station right where exactly? Okay, Tehran. It's not ideal. And I don't think you have one either. Where's a man got to go to get his planes? Jake, make a faction called the Golden Horde. That wouldn't make much sense unless we were over here. I wonder if I could release and play as one of these guys. Yeah, not seeing it. Phew. Alright, not surplusing on anything too hard that I need to import. Oh, I will, however, say that the oil ponies are not as important as my planes, oddly enough. The Pegasi are a bit more important here. But anything is more important than convoys. Alright, this is nice. Not liking this implication that I am in a deficit for my my infantry equipment. That doesn't seem right. So I guess you guys are lacking the most? Yeah, quite a bit. Which is telling me I need to produce a heck of a lot more of them. Sadly, I don't really have the factories for it, but I will. Grows so very slowly. Man, I am pretty damn happy with this. I could have seen this going such a wrong way, but it really didn't. Soon Iraq will fall, then Saudi Arabia, and then I really got to think how we're gonna. No. You go away. You go the hell away. We don't want any of you. No bedtime today, or are you trying to one-shot this campaign, Jake? No, there won't be one-shotting going on around here. I will have to go to bed shortly. We'll never see the end of Stronghold, never. Actually, Stronghold Crusader 2 is not too far from the menu. But I loaded it up and it just looks so bad. So very bad. Alright, so I want the main war to be over and then I can slaughter Japan. I guess if there's one main goal I have, it's to annex Japan. Or at least capitulate Japan. Because they truly slaughtered me in the previous Mongol run. I'm impressed at how badly Germany did, though. They're so close to bowing out here. In fact, it's almost over for them. And it's peace as we know it. So truly all they have to lose is what? That's French. Vienna, perhaps? It is a core province of theirs. Cheating bastards with their core provinces. How many core provinces do we get? Oh yeah, 1. Whoa, we were on that one for ages. I guess time just dilated or something. Looking forward to getting our nuclear bomb soon, but otherwise I'd love to get some decryption sorted out. Land night attack also good. Maybe I'm gonna have to learn how to make some... Oh. Well, it's either now or later. Banana. Dawn Banana speaks out against Iraq. No, I think our banana cannons will soon be speaking out against Iraq. Finally. Okay, there is very little else left to research. We might as well get on with our naval stuff. Should allow us to research more on naval quite quickly as well. But I also want to try, since we're doing that I can't do continuous focus. Well, I do like my encryption and decryption, so onwards with it. Sorry, all the dead super elite horses are from another timeline. Sea of Japan is still watery right now. Oh, and the Soviet Union are still asking us to join this war. If we do that, I'm fairly certain Japan would join in. And looking at it, the Japanese seem a bit more prepared over here than we are. And also, you don't often see this. Or rather, you didn't used to see that in the build that I was on, where your puppet actually makes an army. I really want him to... Can I just take control of your forces, disband them, and then force you to use those units for my bidding? In my Prussian super soldiers? The answer is yes. Also, why are you guys... You don't need to train. You guys certainly need to train. Dawn Banana. It's just such a stupid name. Alright, so we'll cleave through half of our infantry demands, or infantry equipment demands, in 100 days, and I'm not convinced we're going to eat many of them as we eat Iraq and Saudi Arabia. Almost read that as French France. Trouble is, we're kind of limited to fighting people that we border, so once we're done with Saudi Arabia, I'm not even sure I want to care about Oman. I mean, look at it. One state, less than 500,000 population with 2 oil. For what purpose? Soviet Union is going to be terrifying by the end of this, though. I mean, in this whole war, they've gotten so much participation. 2, 3, 4, 5,500, I'd say. And in this one, take the UK, they have got barely above 1,000. Oh, it's nuclear reactor o'clock. the greatest time known to man. I want to get this, but I don't actually have my added time bonus on you, so I'll have to wait for another year, I'd say. I want some jet engines then. But in the meantime, we can start constructing our reactors. You know, I always knew this nation had a bit of a glow about it. Worst thing ever was building reactors in occupied land, and then everything just turns around to go, oh, reactors? I think you mean no reactors for you. Then you'd be sad. Downside is those reactors are going to take forever. We still don't have a lot of military, civilian factories with which to build. Many of those that we have go off to imports and construction, and I need those imports because having a bigger army is more important. So who was the most nuclear pony? Phew, this has gone on longer than anticipated, truly. It's nice not having a potato computer anymore that just catches fire when doing stuff like this. The Swiss have really benefited out of all of this. They're just sitting back enjoying their continual focuses. And I think during this war the population that we have in Mongolia has really quite increased. Every month it goes up by almost 1,000, so fair amount. Jake, don't conquer Japan. If you conquer Japan, it still exists. That means weebs will still exist. Level them with nukes. Save us all from people who run like Naruto. I know how Naruto runs, but it sounds terrible. Funny that taking all of this really wasn't much better than just taking one Chinese provinces. The Chinese make great slave. Well, or how to put it in a better way. They make great labor. Sadly, the game not running quite as buttery smooth as it did at the start. What is taking so long to secure Vienna? If you want that Vienna ward, believe me. I'm on the fence here though. I really need these military factories. But I also would really like to get some reactors going so I can start researching the bombs. They're years away, but so is actually finishing these. Feels like I should have so many more civilian factories than I do. And that's even with the laws that we have. Now, I'm gonna need strategic bombing for dropping off them nukes anyway, so I might as well start on them. Then again, getting better fighters, that's a wee bit away. Good fight, good night Hungary. That's our opening into Vienna. Better take it. So without the Americans lifting a fat finger, the war is over. Don't broadcast this in the USA. Do like my manpower is growing, albeit barely. Logistics though, apparently losing out here. So when I said I'd clear through half of this, I didn't take into account the fact that I was training with most of them as well. Still, training is important. Our super ponies have, yeah, they use our motorized oil ponies, so that's okay. I would quite like them to be better oil ponies by this point though, so let's get some better field hospitals. I wonder where that manpower goes. It'd be really funny if it trickled back to me instead of to my puppets. Jake, what is your current PC build, Daddy? I'm not so egoistical about my PC that I keep that in my head. Although I did build the thing. Too many numbers and letters involved for me to really remember. Alright, Don Banana. I'm not sure we're going to get this training done in time. Given that war is only 19 days away and your training is... well, seems to have stalled out pretty hard. We're going to need another... over 30 days. More like 40 days for you. And 20 for them. Oh well, they learn on the job. And it looks like Iraq are learning too. They've decided to spring up quite a few forces. But we have our planning bonus here, which is beautiful. Alright, good night German Reich. Peace conference going on. So the Soviet Union took only 18 states. 3 for the UK, 1 for the US. Okay, they gone puppet mad. What the hell is this? Hello, East Germany. The Italian Union has become a puppet under the US. That's the one place the Allies went. Free France has been freed. You've got the Polish People's Republic. Oh man. That's a real nice iron wall there. And as if you were dealing with the Ottoman Empire, you took over Istanbul. Hot damn. That's pretty beautiful. I will never be your puppet, but that was nice. No tensions here, boss. I don't think there'll be Operation Unthinkable. And just check that glow. Somebody's beaten me to nuclear reactors, clearly. Oh, yeah, the German Reich are still involved in their other war. What is going on with that? Oh, Japan. Of course. America and Japan had a falling out. So the German Reich are back, only to be back at war. Jake, did they ever fix the issue with new puppets having basically no armies? Well, here's reorganized nationalist China that have made quite an army for themselves, despite being puppeted. That was a while back. Here are my puppets. They're looking not too shabby. Okay, game decided to stop and think for a moment there. What of, we'll never know. Naval speed or convoy rate? Nah, naval speed it is. Jake, I mean it. Look at Spain. Looks beautiful to me. You have Spain, Republican Spain. The UK decided to extend their lease on Gibraltar and start taking over the neighbourhood as well. And then of course Soviet Union, which looks quite a bit like the Greater Lyon. And the UK decided that they wanted Galicia on top of that. All seems pretty fair to me. I think I can give these guys a few days to finish off that. You guys are almost done as well, but that's not so necessary. And once you guys all get fully trained, we'll let you get your... Okay, well maybe not counting you. You look like you're going to take forever there. Alright, good enough. The rest of you are learning on the job. Get your org back. Only goes up to 63. I feel like I could do with so much more org. And so much more weapons that aren't garbage. Wow. We've got the stuff that we found and liberated, but not nearly enough banana cannons. organization really slows down the speed at which you get it back, but that's okay. We were born ready for this. There's no point fighting without it being maxed here. Our fighting strength will be a bit lower, but overall our fighting ability should be plenty to deal with these savages. Savages, savages. I wonder if they even bleed. Now it is true that the river can be a pain to cross, but horses know how to swim. Have you ever played Dynasty Warriors? Well, one of those crappy newer ones. Maybe crappy's not the right word, but Jesus, I go into Dynasty Warriors for the strategy. And then when they decide that, you know, who really wants morale? Then I start twitching. Not in a good way. Speaking of not in a good way, that's not a fight that you should be taking. Go, my pretties. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the outcome of this war is going to be surprising anybody. Except those that really lacked faith in me. Still a big believer in submarines, but does anyone think that there's another better naval unit to be getting? 3%, yikes, never mind that. I do like growth. Take that. Jake, carriers. Why? Large navy for flexible navy, or you for wolf packs? Sure what to go for here, but I have plenty of PP for it all, so could just go for construction and start really going for our nuclear reactors, which is 10%, rather nice. No, technology sharing, and then we can actually see what we get out of that. Come on, my grandmother could invade Iraq better than this. Get to work. If we end up losing 1,000 units, that's going to be more than this war's worth. God, look, all you need is Mosul. And then again, they don't want us to have it, but grabbing a few other provinces should be plenty. Jake, they're the most efficient ships. They actually destroy others. Well, I am far from a master of the seas, so I'll believe that. Now, how much of a bonus are we getting here? Oh, 10%! Off of many things, that's going to add up. How about our nukes? No, of course not, they say. Alright. Back to it, I guess. Just ravage them. But get exercising some more, I'd rather think. No, maybe unnecessary that, since I'd rather just pulverize them. Amazingly propping up 8 units. This guy cracks me up though. Abdulaziz ibn Saud. What a man's man. Let's give that trickle back too. Man, all is well for the new Mongol Empire. I know we're not exactly butting heads with the biggest in the world, but when all you have are horses, you don't fare that well against tanks. I'm just happy to still be alive here. That's a whole lot of not getting a position, guys. Also, strange way to have it, but I'll believe in you. Get to work. Whoa, that's a lot of defense. Where are they getting all that from? Well, fortunately for me, their artillery, well, at least their anti-tank artillery is a little wasted on us. Regular artillery must scare the crap out of the horses. Wouldn't be surprised if that's very literally as well. Oh, this technology sharing is amazing. Okay, now with this I have to wonder where to go now. Damn. Damn, he's also part of it. Soviet Union is trying to trap me in here with their own puppets. Now if I fight Japan, he's still in the Axis. And there are still quite a few members of the... No, okay. Now the Axis got dismantled in that last war, okay. So a war with you is just a war with this. Well, your puppets, sure, but I think I can take you on, Japan. With my 20, 40, 50, 60 units. And then there's Papa Joe with his 333 and his hundreds of factories. Not too worried about British Raj rubber imports. And again, we do need more. Why am I not able to get them, actually? I guess trade influence is hurting a bit. Good job, everyone. Learn on the job. And again, losses are unacceptable. Just take them down. Fighting face first into mountains, not wise, but well, you're breaking through, so keep going. I love it when a plan comes together. I'm not so happy that we don't have our General Celestia anymore, but we have more than plenty of our own ponies helping out here. These guys are just called the Prussian ponies, that's a lot easier for me. Once their capital edge goes, that should be the end of you. Okay. Took their time, but they decided Finland has to go. Is Finland going to join the Allies? If they do, this is a big move. Oh boy. Just saying. Okay, these guys are still popping out with nothing, but the Soviet Union was ready. And France is in no great shape themselves. I think we're just going to see Europe painted a different color here. Boy, I'd love to just strike down on East Germany and take it for myself. But I have no easy way of getting there. Can't exactly just sail on over. Or punch a route there. Basically anybody who's not in a faction is a nice goal, but getting here, not so easy. guys, just need to take Naj. And that's all she wrote. Oh, no, guess not. Leningrad, the former capital of the Russian Empire, has been occupied by Finnish forces with a population over 3 times the city. Has nearly as many inhabitants as all of Finland, but this fact has evidently not deterred the Finnish attackers. There's some debate as to whether the city should be integrated into Greater Finland, since blah blah blah. This of course assumes the Red Army is unable to retake the city. It's disappointing there, Soviets. Significant indeed. Oh man, tech sharing, so good. Yeah, wow, tech sharing helps out so much. Jesus, Jake. No, it's just Jake. Isn't it 3 AM? No, it's 2:42. And I'm having too much fun to let go. And again, I need to think about the weekly one-shot tomorrow, so this can't last forever. Well, there goes my dreams for Germany. I'll get over to Jeddah, that should be plenty for us. Oh. Once again, they're springing everything they can here. Allied forces recently entered Rome. Wait, didn't they, didn't we see this already? I'm not the most observant tool in the box, but I'm pretty sure we saw that already. Bring ourselves ever closer to Jeddah, and that's truly what we want. Bring ourselves closer to losing loads of men here, which is certainly not what we want, but to be fair, we're fighting these sandy people in their home territory. Ho ho. Brother must fight brother. Well, that's if West Germany get pulled into this war, but I'm fairly certain they would if they just joined in the Allies there. A sad state of affairs. Probably this is best. As long as they can hold. I just need the other one to make its way into Jeddah, and that should be the end of this. Okay, no, they're just fighting in the defensive war. Against Japan. Okay, sure, why not? The Soviet Union just couldn't keep their fickle fingers off of Finland. I mean, I can kind of relate. Alright, and grabbing Jeddah was almost game, set, and match. We need just a fistful of provinces for ourselves. That's some of it, and if you can just go there and make for the rest of it, wouldn't that be grand? What does Jake's pony division look like? Pretty damn... Wait, you're just regular Prussian ponies. I'm more interested in super Prussian ponies. Wow, I've been fighting with these gimped units. I should have been using you the whole time. I forgot you were training and that I didn't upgrade you either. But you guys are tapped for manpower, which could be an issue here. Unless I say... Yeah, I feel no need to stop this. Unless I say to my Himalayan Empire subject... What am I trying to do here? That's right. If I request all of their forces, and then I take them and I say, by the way, go away. Oh, no, that just gave them back, unfortunately. What if... Wow, that really gave them quite a lot of points. Let's try this again, though. Going to take them again. I should be careful of this because I don't want them becoming a colony here. At least I think I gave them a lot of points. Damn it, can't switch expeditionaries. And look at all that juicy manpower they're drinking up, which could be my horses. Get into my my land. Then I'll disband you. Probably still won't give me manpower, but a man's got to try, right? Disheartening. Pretty sure I don't even get that 2,000 manpower back that I lost in that war because Saudi Arabia is so garbage. So we recruitable population 4 out of 0 here in Rab al Khali. Waste of space. Now you tempt me to conquer you, but really for what purpose? 2.8 million people, of which I'll get 20,000 to recruit from. Sorry. 40,000 to recruit from. And then of those I'll get 10%. So 4,000 men coming out of there. No, maybe more than that. Maybe more like 8,000. No, I need to start thinking about punching Japan in the chops. Fighting Japan, I could bring in Soviet Union. But the thing is, Soviet Union keeps them kind of trapped along there, which works well for me. And I feel like I should be the one that punches Japan. Trouble is I don't really have the resources to do that. And that is something that I'm going to think about at a later date. Because it's super late. We've been doing this for hours and hours. But it's been fun. It's been great fun bringing the new Mongol Empire full of ponies. Full of all kinds of ponies. Bab Seed, Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, Rainbow Brush, Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Applejack, Cloud Kicker, Spike, Sweetie Belle, Apple Boom, Scootaloo, Fleetfoot, Caramel, Berry Punch, Big Macintosh, The Great and Powerful Trixie, Derpy Hooves, Bonbons, Soarine, Spitfire, Lyra Heartstrings, Cheerily, Octavia, and Pinkie Pie. That actually says for like a dozen or so that died in combat, but still, good job all of you. We will round this off, well, if it truly can be rounded off, next Monday during the next Grand Strat stream. But in like 10 hours or so, maybe not even that. No, more like 11. I got the weekly one shot. Don't know what it is yet. I guess I will very much sleep on it. But for me for now, it's cheers and have a magical night.